flex. I need a Nike bag, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the O to the dead. Hey, I told them out of my way. I don't got nothing to say. Now they can't run at my pace. Yeah, they know that we ain't the same. 402, we rap the game. I told them this ain't a game.
Yo, what is up, guys? It's Finn's Take with CB83 coming back to you for another video. Hey, trying to talk to you guys a little bit about this Miami Dolphins offensive line and what I saw last night from the game against the Las Vegas Raiders. We're going to be breaking down really one play. Not going to bore you guys. It'll be quick, simple, to the point, and just kind of talk to you guys about and provide you some context in regards to how they're playing. And this is one play, guys. So you have to take this with a grain of salt. It's in the beginning of the game. But I'm going to tell you some things I see, how we can be better, how we can improve, what they do good, what they don't do good from this one play. Keep in mind, they run, maybe 50 to 60 plays a game, sometimes more than that. So I'm taking this one play from the first play of the game. I'm telling you what I see, telling you how we can fix things and make things better. Yeah, and I appreciate you guys so far. You guys have been great. The community has been great. I'm at 250 subscribers. I'd like to get to 500. Help me by liking this, by sharing it. Even if you don't like it, dislike it. Share, subscribe. I appreciate all the support thus far. We are doing our 100 sub giveaway right now, so check out that video. I'm giving you guys some NFL Prism cards, some Kill Your Ego merch, some Dolphins merch, and as well as some other decals and stuff like that. Some cool stuff I'm giving you guys. So we're going to get into it now. I don't want to keep this video long. I want to keep it kind of short and sweet and to the point. Just talk to you guys a little bit about the offensive line play and what I'm seeing thus far. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull my screen up here. I'm going to share this with you guys. Now, this is, like I said, it's the play from the first play of the game. This isn't the full starting offensive line. We are missing Teron Armstead from this group. Also, Jalen Waddle and Tyreekhill didn't play last night either. The tight ends are in here, so we get a good glance of what we're going to see. I think the fullback also didn't play. So going into this play right here, and give me 1 second. I'm going to make sure the volume's not coming through. Hopefully it shouldn't be. Here we go. All right, so this is the play here. You have a double tight end set, 12 personnel, one running back, two tight ends. You have two receivers. The receivers are in tight. And then for the defense, you have three down linemen, a stand-up guy, and then it looks like you kind of have two backers kind of in the box, two guys kind of outside of that, right? So it kind of looks like a 4-3, 4-2 over front. So yeah, I mean, that's what you're looking at right now. Now, when it comes to context in regards to the offensive line, they're looking at, how many guys are in the box? Do we have enough guys in the box to block the front, right? It's simple math. Offensive coordinators are saying, hey, if we got 7 in the box that are able blockers, and we have 7 defenders in the box that are trying to make a tackle, we should be able to get a good play off, right? So right now we have 5 down linemen. We have our 5 down linemen, and then we also have our 2 tight ends. One's up on the line of scrimmage, an online guy, and then one's offset, like a H-back type formation. And then we have the running back in the backfield. Now, as we go through this play, and I'm going to slow it down a little bit, I'll run it through first time just so you guys can see the result of the play. Handoff. Our guy gets smacked in the backfield, right? All right, he's excited. Good play. He made a good play. Now, getting back to where we were, okay? So let's talk about this. The concept of the play, it seems like the play, I don't know the play for sure. Seems like the play is a almost like an inside zone handoff, right? But it's an inside zone with the tight end coming basically on the snap of the ball, going across the formation and blocking the end man on the line of scrimmage, right? So we see Jaceki, and we'll look at Jaceki first. Jaseki's down here at the bottom, right here. So he's going across the formation. That's the end man on the line of scrimmage. They're leaving, right? So they're leaving that end man on the line of scrimmage. He's taught to squeeze. He's taught to squeeze. Jaceki is blocking him, trying to block him. He gets dish ragged, and that's that, right? Now, let's go back to the front side. Let's look at the front side. So when it comes to this play, it's kind of like a inside zone handoff. So what we're looking for is we're looking for the front side to really everybody on that front side and the guy's backside too. It's kind of like a string of pearls. And I used to tell my guys, I coached the offensive line, tell my guys, hey, dancing elephants, everybody's moving in the right direction, in the same direction toward the play. And that's what we're going to do. That's how we get it blocked. Now, what I see from the front side, and this is, I think, Larnell Coleman at tackle. This is Larnell Coleman at tackle. What I'm seeing from him is he steps thinking that the defensive end is his guy. That's what he's thinking, right? Now that guy goes inside, and this guy outside basically comes in and makes the play. This is the guy kind of over the wide receiver. And this is why it's important for tackles, especially tackles. Tackles are going to be in space a lot. They're going to have to look at cornerbacks, linebackers blitzing off the edge, off the end of the line of scrimmage, off the end of the formation. So that's why it's important for them to have their eyes up and always be looking in their windows, right? Now, Larnell Coleman is not actually, he's not really looking in his window. And I think that's the problem here. First of all, when it comes to zone scheme, he should be stepping towards his gap, right? He does a poor job of stepping towards his gap. He's kind of just stationary, not really moving. He's automatically assuming that that's his guy because he's in a defensive end and because he's out on his outside shoulder. So he's thinking that's his guy. He goes inside. That guy goes inside. And once he goes inside, it's no longer your guy, Larnell Coleman. At that point, it's your guard's guy. So at that point, the guard should be taking that, and Larnell Coleman should be coming outside to this guy here, coming off the edge and blasting our running back. So that's what we have going on. And I think this is Edmonds running the ball. So Coleman should right now, once he realizes that guy is going inside, hey, that's not my guy. And the problem with this is when you do it, when you play like this, when you play like, hey, I'm blocking a guy. When you play like, hey, I'm blocking a guy in his own scheme, and you go to block that guy and he goes somewhere else, you're in trouble, right? So he's in trouble because he's thinking that's his guy. He should be working to the outside right now. And this is what I used to tell my guys. Hey, just step first and let the chips fall where they may. If you step first and you get outside, okay, and that guy goes back inside, you know he's not your guy. Then you know you got something else coming. So typically, if something is going away from you, you better know that something is coming back into that window. So you got to be prepared to move your feet and adjust in the blink of an eye. And that's why zone scheme is such a hard scheme to it's not a hard scheme to run, but it's a hard scheme to coach guys into because they're so used to blocking men instead of blocking an area. So when it comes to zone scheme, hey, get your eyes outside. You know that guy could be going inside, he could be going outside. If he goes anywhere inside, he's not your guy. Then you pass it off to your guard, okay? And then handle it that way, right? But you got to have your eyes up ready to play. And as you can see here, he just doesn't, he blocks the guy, engages. He knows that's not his guy anymore. And now he's too late to the party. And his guy basically takes the running back's head off, right? So he's got to have his eyes up. Don't go back inside. Once he sees that guy coming off the line of scrimmage, that defensive end over his shoulder, kind of going back inside, don't go there. You got to get outside right now, buddy. So if he gets outside right now, honestly, this play has a shot. Now, he doesn't have to really reach the guy. I don't think that's what this play is meant to do. It's not meant for Larnell Coleman to get the guy reached on the outside so we could get out here to the bottom. I don't think we're trying to go out here to all this green grass in the bottom. I think what we're trying to do is hit the cutback lane. So the cutback lane is actually right off the end of the line of scrimmage on the other side of the play where Gesicki is. So when we look at it, and I think when we go down the line, let's go down the line. So we saw what the tackle did. We saw what our left tackle did. Our left guard is good. He's in the gap. I would like to see more movement up the field, but it's just not there. And I understand that. Sometimes that happens. It gets messy in there. It's a wash. Connor Williams is doing a good job of getting his guy, trying to get across his face and just running his feet. So the interior guys look pretty good for the most part. Interior guys look good. I'm looking at the center's good. The left guard's good. Now I'm looking at the right guard. The right guard is good. Okay. Austin Jackson on the backside, really good. I like that. That's firing off the ball, low hat across, and just driving it down, making a pile. That's all you could do, man. Really drive it down, make a pile, and turn all that stuff into a big pile of mess. And then you give your running back an opportunity to get off the edge of that. So when we look at the right guard is actually running through the mess, getting up to the second level. This is Rob Hunt, athletic, right there in the middle, getting that guy blocked. That's a really good job. That's a really good block by Rob Hunt, right? Now he falls off late, and that's going to happen, right? All we need is a couple seconds of engagement. That should be enough right there to get the play done. Now, when we look at this on the backside, we look at Gesicki, we look at the tight end up here. Gesicki's here, tight end's here. We got a receiver going to block here. We got Hunt here. We got a guy out here blocking. So actually, everything looks blocked. Everything looks blocked fairly well, too. So everything looks blocked initially fairly well outside of the Coleman block, outside of that guy that he lets come through the outside because he doesn't have his eyes up. But when we look at Gesicki, and this is something Gesicki has to work on, coming across the formation and being able to make that block. He gets dish-ragged. Now, him getting dish-ragged isn't as bad here because the guy is going to the outside. At least Gesicki has his body placement in the right area. When I say body placement in the right area, that means the running back most likely was going to cut inside of Gesicki, so you don't want that defender coming back across your face on the inside. If he comes back across your face on the inside, you dead in the water. So force him outside, and that's what he did. He forced him to the outside, even though he doesn't do a good job of engaging and blocking the guy out. He's got to do a better job of that. So he should be right here breaking down, engage, latch on, get your hands inside, shoot your hands inside to the chest plate, and just run your feet at that point. Try to run your feet, try to run them to the sideline. Instead, Gesicki's just kind of going out there, throwing his shoulder, and this guy's just like, yo, get out the way. You're not doing anything. Now, that guy could have made that play. It depends just on how fast the handoff was and how fast that other guy, Larnell Coleman's guy, comes in. The defender possibly makes that play. I don't think he does, but it's possible. Also, we're looking at this other tight end up here on the backside. This tight end's got to do a better job of just engaging and blocking. That's not good enough. Come on, man. So I need better effort from this tight end, better effort from Gesicki, better effort from Coleman. And I think you got a really good play if that's the case, right? So when we go back to the beginning, we look at Coleman. He gets beat off the edge right now. Bam, makes the play, right? We go to Gesicki. He goes across the formation, outside, gives him the outside shoulder. He wants to get his head across, make sure that guy's outside. He gets dish rag, possibly possibly it's a good play if the running back can get past that guy in time. You just need a little bit of space in the NFL. So the other tight end, you got to do better than that. That's not a good effort. I think that's, who is this? 81? Come on, 81. You could do better than that, man. So we need better effort from 81. We need better effort from Gesicki on this play. And Larnell Coleman, man, you gotta play better. You gotta take your steps, man. Trust your feet. Trust the play. Trust the play call. The play call is probably zone left, inside zone left. Trust the play call. Get to the left. Take your left outside step. Don't worry about anything going inside, and just run your feet, man. Don't worry about blocking a man. Get into the window. Run your feet. Block that area. Okay. So don't look to go back inside. Just get outside. Don't worry about it. Anything going inside, let your guys take care of it. Let your other guys take care of it. Because the left guard does a good job of just kind of staying tight to Larnell Coleman and just taking whatever comes to him. It becomes a mess at that point, but that's what it is sometimes in the trenches. You just got to get your head in the gap, run your feet, get guys blocked down. So Rob Hunt does a really good job on this. Connor Williams does a really good job taking that guy, running your feet. Those are big guys on the interior. So I understand some of the pushback in the middle. They got leverage. It's a mess in there. So we got to do a better job at that. But this is just one play you could see from the Dolphins offensive line where there's a few breakdowns just here and there, honestly. Just maybe one or two every play that cause these run plays to be unsuccessful. I do think when you get Tyron Armstead in there, it's going to be a lot more cohesion, a lot better play up front. And I think these guys will have some success running the football. The tight ends still got to be better blocking. They aren't very good blockers now. And I know Mike McDaniels is really trying to instill that in them, but they've been struggling. So Gesicki, just take your hands, get him inside his chest plate and run your feet. Throwing the shoulder at the guy is not going to get it done, man. That is not going to get her done. So you need to make sure you are running your feet, get your hands inside, and just short, choppy steps at that point. Once you latch on, short, choppy steps, and trying to get them out of there. And this 81, the same thing, man. You got to short, choppy steps. That's like a cornerback coming into the box, man. Get him blocked. What safety, whatever he is. Once you turn and you lock onto him, then you got to start driving your feet. That right there, that's not good enough. Okay. So yeah, this is the Miami Dolphins. Just wanted to show you guys this one play because I know these plays right here, they really do tell a story in regards to, where we are right now as a unit and what they're working on. It's the first play of the game. I know there could be some jitters coming out. You trying to get that first hit, take that first hit so you can kind of get into the flow of the game. But we got to be better. And I think we will, man. I think with getting Tyron Armstead in there and just getting guys used to blocking a little bit more, getting the tight ends used to going across formations, making those blocks, I think we'll be a solid unit. Repetition is key. So you got to do it in practice. You got to do a lot of it in practice, and you guys got to do it with defenders, man. The bags are one thing, but they got to do it with some defenders so they get used to it and they get into the groove of blocking a man instead of blocking the bag. The man moves. The bag typically doesn't move a lot. So just I see them getting better as a unit. But it'll be good, man. I feel like we'll be fine once we get into the groove of things. But that was one play. I appreciate you coming out and checking that out. I'll be trying to do some breakdowns like this often, just kind of looking at the offensive line, looking at what they do, how they play, how they are as a unit. Looking forward to the play calling. I thought the play calling was great last night. Just small little things and the details, the attention to details, the execution here and there will determine like how well we do as a football team. And it's really football is really a game of inches. It is. When they say that, they literally mean it. So one little detail can really change the dynamic of a play and change the dynamic of a game. So looking forward to us really being successful this season. I like what I've seen so far. I'm looking forward to next week. Hopefully we have everybody in there playing, all the offensive linemen, the fullbacks, the tight ends, kind of working together to get that thing going, man. So thanks for taking the time to watch. Check out the giveaway. Like I said, like, share, subscribe. Finn's Take with CB83 coming at you again, talking about the offensive line and just breaking down one play to kind of show you like what's going on with these guys. What's the problem with the unit? How can they get better? And that's it, man. I appreciate you guys coming out, man. Always love you, Finn fans. Take it easy.
Came from the bottom, that's foreign. I swear that I'm up for the sun in the morning. Oof, hey, I gotta flex. I need a Nike bag, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the O to the dead. Hey, oof, I told them out of my way. I don't got nothing to say. Now they can't run at my pace. Yeah, they know that we ain't the same. 402, we rap the game. I told them this ain't a game.